Got the opportunity to go to the Dauer Auto Museum. It's located in Florida. I think it's like Dania Beach, Florida. So I got the opportunity to do so in it's a private collection. The gentleman was a doctor and he, started buying vehicles. So this is like his private collection, which was super dope. A lot of domestics. I am a lot of 50s and 60s vehicles. I'm more of a foreign guy, but I do appreciate domestics, especially back in his time when the designs were so innovative. The chrome, the leather, the different hues that they use. I appreciated that. It was seems like the creativity was at an all time high. I mean, you consider this is the 50s, man. Like who would have thought that you would see this chrome and this hue? And this is a Buick. Um, as you can see, this is a Buick, and I mean, you look at the Buick now, look at it compared to back then. It's no comparison to me. That is, meaning the lining, the chrome, the attention to detail. I think the automakers actually cared about their vehicles. And of course, you had emissions and safety issues and whatnot. Yet and still, the steering wheel, the dials, the interior, it looks like they were built to last. And it wasn't something that was, wanted to be replaced easily. The price is crazy, 3,800 bucks, man, 300 horsepower for a wagon. Pretty sick car in person. Like I said, I like the different colors that they used back in the 50s. They didn't stick to, the mundane colors that it seemed like every automaker has, silver, black, white, red. Those colors are standard nowadays. Back then, it's like they took chances and they wanted to see, what people actually liked. They kind of thought outside the box. And a lot of these colors are, two-tone, bingo, as we see the two-tone. That grayish purplish color was astounding. It was beautiful. That color, like, man, whoever whipped that color up to create it, man, yo, salute to you. That color was amazing, man. Truly amazing. This right here, I think this was a Pontiac or something. I think it was a Pontiac. I can't recall. Is that a Cadillac sign? It looked like a Chevrolet sign to me. I think that's a Chevrolet, man. No, pardon me. That reads Dodge. Yo, my eyes are terrible. I'm 41 years old. Storm me out. I wear glasses, man. Storm me out, yo. Dodge, man. Sheesh. The colors is beautiful. This, we have a Ford Thunderbird, 1957. Like eggshell white. Ford. And with the chrome, the grill. Man. The like fish eyes per se. Tough car. This was tough. The Thunderbird, legendary Thunderbird, and I had a lot of this is new to me. Meaning I haven't seen many cars made in the 50s. So this was something new to me. The designing and whatnot. Like I'm not that guy. I'm more 90s. I'm 41, so I grew up in the 90s, so I'm more familiar with that. So this was like a history lesson. History lesson regarding domestic vehicles. Not too savvy with domestic vehicles, yet and still I'm willing to learn. And I look at the price, man. I didn't know cars were that cheap back then. 3,400 bucks. Who would have thought that cars were $3,400? Had no idea. So it was more of a history lesson to me. That privately owned vehicles. Everything was, Drawer. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Everything was his. Like these are his vehicles, which I do appreciate in auto museums. I like to see the private collections opposed to, like the Chicago Auto Show or something like that. I prefer this. Anywho, this color is beautiful. Just in person, it's like a purplish, more purplish than maroonish. I know from the camera it looks more maroonish, but it's like a deeper purple. And it was astounding. Like seriously, the lining, I don't know how they did it, honestly. How the lining, how round sometimes and pointy. I don't know how they did that, man. Like you can't get cars nowadays to take this risk. I don't see it happening. Bingo. Once again, this look at the lining in this car. Look at the chrome. It's insane. Look how bright this yellow is. Cadillac, of course, makes a statement. I think this row had more Cadillacs in it, if I'm not mistaken. But no, that Cadillac right there it shut it down, man. Like that yellow, you can't miss it. You truly can't miss it. Some of these cars, I zip by, so I can't remember the names of them. But once again, I refer to the two tone. You see the two tone, right? The trunk two tone, fire. Like I wish automakers took chances like they did. Who can't miss the red? You know what I mean? You can't. That bright red. It was like it was a more orange, like an orange reddish sort of color, and chrome was crazy. I asked them. I think do some of these cars. These cars are still, they still run. You can still crank them up. Pontiac Firebird. Man, I haven't seen one of these in eons. And I'm saying the 80s or 70s, but this is before that. Who would have thought I stumbled upon a Pontiac Firebird? Especially with the stripes on the side. I've never seen this vehicle a day in my life. I've seen all types of Firebirds, from the 80s and 70s, but I've never seen the 80s and 90s, pardon me. I've never seen a 73 Firebird in person. Never. Especially with the two-tone, the white and the maroon. That was tough. This car is tough, man. This one is tough. That's actually her car. Joanne Dauer, that is her vehicle. Like that was like a gift, if I'm not mistaken. The Cadillac Medical Unit. Crazy, right? Imagine being hauled off in a Cadillac. And, you go into the hospital and you defibrillator right there. You get hauled off in a Cadillac. Two-tone. Reddish, orangish Cadillac. Can you imagine that? Yo, you can't make this up. Car was beautiful, man, with the white walls and whatnot. Take us back, man. Medical units get Cadillacs. Imagine pulling up an ambulance and it's a Cadillac, like a Cadillac van or something. I appreciate what they did right here with the lab coats, because he is a doctor, so he has like his and hers lab coats up there, and I'm gonna show. Hurry, man. What are you doing, man? Don't focus on that. Focus on the lab coats. What are you doing here, man? Your videographer skills in the toilet. There we go. Voila. You see the lab coats. Nice. His and hers lab coats. Nice. Very nice. Very creative. Now this right here, real pine wood on the vehicle, not that imitation, none of that. Like this was nice. Very nice. Not something that I would like to drive or anything, but it was just nice. Used real materials. There was no cost cutting. Yo, it was like spick and span. And as you can see, I think I tried to peep the texture. I think I did, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see there it is. Boom. Yeah. I just had to make sure that this is real. I'm like, yo, this got to be real. It's too glossy. Z4, blue C4. I think this is my mom's favorite car. When these dropped, my mom, she just liked the Z4. The design, 6-speed manual. My mom, I think she adored that Z4. So did I. This was it. BMW, the heyday right here. They was clicking on all cylinders, and nothing else better than a manual Z4, man. This color is not. You don't really see too many blues like this. You see a lot of silvers, but you don't see too many blue C4s. Cadillac. Beautiful car, man. Beautiful car. The white walls, the chrome. Beautiful car. Man, look, they had a rope, so I couldn't really get into like the interior because I wanted to show the detail. Like I tried right here to show you how much detail went into the interior. That steering wheel, crazy, man. Crazy car. Here we go. I just want to get a glimpse of like the memorabilia from the 50s. I mean, it had everything there. Serious telephone. You had all types. Look at the machine right here. Like this, like the register, cash register. Imagine Coca-Cola pulling up in this to your crib. Glass bottles. This is premium service right here. Like you can't make this up. This is premium service. Like somebody pull up in your crib with this right here with the logo matching the rims. Like who would have thought? Like Who thought Coca-Cola was doing this, right? You compare it to now. It's just, you can't make this up. So salute to Coca-Cola back then, not now. Here we have, I don't know. I'm not gonna hold you. Some of these cars, if they didn't have the plaque next to it, and I was I was trying to like get everything. I was on a limited amount of time, so I was trying to pay attention to more alone. I was so astonished by and amazed by the design. I ain't even worried about looking at the plaques. So some of these cars, I didn't even get the name of them because I was just so amazed by how good they look. But this, of course, is another Cadillac. I think this is like the Cadillac Row, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna get to Cadillac Row. I think it's a Cadillac Row here, but yeah, they make tractors too, as you guys can see. The gas 5 cents for Cracker Jack. What? Who remembers Cracker Jacks, yo? Everybody remember that. And I think I got Shell. I ain't know Shell been around for this long. I had no idea they were around for this long. I'm gonna zoom into. I think the price of gas at this time looks 8 cents, yo. What are we? Are you kidding me? Look at it for a gallon. 44 cents per gallon, 39 cents per gallon. Crazy, man. What a time. What a time to be alive. 50 cents, per gallon. I didn't even know Sunoco was around, in the 50s. You learn something new every day. Like I said, this was a history lesson for me. Boom. Is that a Chevy? I think that's a Chevy. I think that is a Chevy, if I'm not, or Ford or Chevy, something of that nature. But I know I was shocked, by the little cab it had in the back. That's Oldsmobile. I remember I can never forget that car because I'm like, your Oldsmobile was rocking like this. That car was crazy, man. The top, the two like the tan, convertible joint, that was crazy. Two tone, that car was crazy in person. That was real nice. Dodge truck there. I like those headlights. Those headlights are amazing. Beautiful, beautiful truck. Of course, I got a little, Charger footage, but I wasn't, I prefer the Bonneville right here. I knew that vehicle. That blue, Bonneville. Like, it's certain cars I just know. Before I even seen, before I seen the lettering in the front, I'm like, this has to, Bonneville. I don't know why, I just knew that car. Cadillac. Looked like something off Scarface, right? The Cadillac he pulled up in, looks like that. Not the same color, but yeah, you get it. Nice right here. This was a nice vehicle. Buick, very nice. That yellow was like caution light yellow is what I call it. And of course, I think this is the diesel Benz. I like Mercedes. I think this is 70, 79 or something. I think it's a late 70s. I think it's a late 70s, but I like these right here. I always like them. The top, you know what I mean, with the two tone. That I like that color Benz, man. It's very modest. Low key. This wasn't real, but I like that they add that 50s, kind of when you went to Sonic or something and they pulled up with the trays. But look at that interior, man. I was trying my best to pay attention to that interior, how plush it was. I tried my best. And that car, the color of the car, there's like a powder pink, pinkish and peakish, was super ill, man. You can't replicate this. You just cannot. And I wonder why they never tried to even find designs and go back. Of course, I had the Camaro SS, man. The only one my bad, not a Camaro SS. The Caprice SS, yo. Of course, I had this. Impala SS, pardon me, man. I'm all over the place. Beautiful car, though. Legendary Impala SS. This, I didn't get the name, but it reminds me of Fiat. It did. I didn't get the name of that. But I really did. I wanted to, but I forgot the name. Like, it slipped my mind. Told you, man, it was a lot of cars that I wanted to pay attention to. I ain't even read the placard. But the Pontiac, you see, I peeped that, though. You see that, man. Couldn't miss that. That color, you couldn't miss it at all. What are you doing, man? What are you filming right now? What's the matter with you? Get back to the cars. Okay, here we go. Boom. Another beautiful car. That maroon, I kept catching that maroonish looking color. Boom. This car was called the Vagabond. What a name. due to I was trying to record the inside of it. It had some like a bed and whatnot, and I guess that goes along with the name, the vagabond, because you know the definition of vagabond. It's applicable to the name of the car. Moving right along to this beautiful, 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 beautiful. I think it's a Cadillac. I think that's a Cadillac. Beautiful. Yep. Look at it's Cadillac. And this was a mockery of Cadillac. I remember when they dropped this car. Didn't do well. Everybody knows they did not do well. They was trying something new, man. Cadillac, so do what you know, y'all. I remember y'all tried to jump out the window and make that. Yeah, people weren't buying it at all. People were not buying that two-door Cadillac. They were not having it. Like, yo, what are you doing? The color was beautiful. I'll give them that. Outstanding color. Cadillac Road. This is what I was referring to earlier. Nothing but caddies right here. Nothing but caddies. And they were beautiful. Outstanding. Just, man. Chevy. If you guys can, get the creativity that you had back then to this, yo, these cars were crazy, man. I was taken aback by the look. Like, I'm not a Cadillac person, but these right here, two-tone, like the soft top, Paul's Cadillacs were crazy. Like, they were crazy. This white one was fire. I'm going to get to it. I know I'm going to get this white one. Fire. Fire car. Seriously. All the lights and the chrome, man, you couldn't miss it. You cannot miss it. Convertible joint? Come on, man. With the red interior? Knockout. Truly a knockout. Like I said, this is Cadillac Road. Nothing but ill Cadillacs. My man, I ain't gonna front, he look at the wall, Cadillac. Like, nothing but Cadillacs in this road. The convertible red joint? Crazy. That was crazy. Like I said, this was like the pinnacle of all pinnacles. Like, you see my man, he like Cadillacs. He like Cadillac. And I respect it. Like I said, I'm a foreign guy, but I respect great creativity. Like, I respected what's like, you can't, look at this. I think this joint was gold, like the gold emblem right here. I think I'm gonna zoom in on it. The green with the gold. Yeah, I think I'm gonna zoom in. Hurry up. Stop messing around. There we go. Bingo. Tough. That's why it was tough. That was tough. That green with the gold, that was tough, man. Salute to Cadillac. This is an actual, like, movie studio cameras. I had to take a picture of it because it was real. Like, real cameras that they use. I don't know how my man acquired it, but he got it. Behind the scene footage, this is the Aston Martin. This is an 88 Aston Martin. He let me go, like, behind the scenes to film this. Like, this is not on the showroom floor. It's like where they service the vehicles. So he allowed me to do that because I was recording. Like, salute to Larry. He was like, yo, you can come back here and look at this 88 Aston Martin. Crazy car, man. This was my favorite car of all the cars there, was this car right here. That Aston Martin was tough. This is why I think this is the creme de la creme for me. Like, in closing, this was the creme de la creme. It's a Pontiac right here. Old school Pontiac. Nice. Of course, people know this is like the muscle car. Nice vehicle. But like I said, nothing has that 88 Aston Martin was just beautiful. You know what I mean? I'm familiar with this vehicle. Like, I tried to view the interior to show you the manual that it is a manual, it's not automatic. Tried to do so, the car was too high, so I couldn't really see. That's Larry. Salute to Larry for, being a heck of a host at the Dauer Auto Museum. If you guys have the opportunity to go to Dania Beach, check out the Dauer, I think that's how you pronounce it, Auto Museum. It's phenomenal, man. I had a heck of a time. Salute, man.